All right, we're back. And now it's time for us to jump into our daily debate. I'm pretty sure you all know which way I'm headed with this one, so it won't catch you guys off guard. But here we go. Today's daily debate question. What do you think of the suspensions Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor received today for their roles in the UFC 229 brawl? Here are your choices, guys. Fair to both. Khabib fair, but Conor unfair. Conor fair, but Khabib unfair. Or unfair to both. What do you think, Dan?
I want to do fair to both with a caveat of like fair / somewhat don't care, because let's be honest, we could pick back and forth between who started what and whatnot. I think people, I mean, I'm sure that the poll results when we get to it will agree that people won't agree on those middle two options. So for me, it falls on the opposite two. It's either fair or unfair for me. And I say fair because what really are we using to judge it by? I mean, I guess, you know, this is technically a sport. I'm using air quotes here. And, you know, athletic commissions, you know, govern our sport. And I use govern for air quotes as well. There's a lot of air quotes going around is what I'm saying. A lot of this is a dog and pony show. I think unless they come in overly egregious or underly egregious, there's really not a room for a lot of us to complain. So for that reason, I'll go ahead and say fair.
Goes?
I think it was fair to both. I mean, you don't like it, don't start a riot, right? It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Doesn't it come down to that? Like, how do you feel bad for them? I don't understand.
Riot didn't break out, though.
I mean, you know,
It was
pretty damn
contained.
close, George.
It was contained.
It's not supposed to.
Yeah.
That's not on the back of your ticket. Look out for people throwing chairs or jumping out of cages.
Right.
You don't expect that. If you're bringing your kids, you don't have to worry about that. So I don't feel bad for these guys. I'm sorry. It's fair.
Fair, all right.
Just don't do it.
I think it's Conor fair, Khabib unfair. I just think 250 would have been good, or even 10%, which is 200,000. 500,000 seems excessive. I feel like he made a mistake, but that's 1/4 of his show-up money. I don't think they're supposed to take into consideration, hey, I heard he made, you know, 7 figures off the pay-per-view. That's none of y'all's business. It's what was here. And, you know, like, had it turned into Galata and Bo, yeah, I could see that. But luckily, it was contained. And look, this is the fight game, and it got really, really intense, and there was a big buildup. But guess what? Everyone made a lot of money, including the fighters, the UFC, and the state of Nevada. In the end, nobody was hurt. Someone could have been hurt, but nobody was hurt. So I still think 250 would have sent the message. 500, though, seemed a little excessive. So I'm going to go with that one. Now, here's how it worked out. 35% said Conor fair, Khabib unfair. 32% said fair to both. 21% said Khabib fair and Conor unfair. And 12% said unfair to both. So it was all over the place, but I still like the balance because over 1,500 votes came in. So I really love how Junkie Nation kind of put some thought into it, and, you know, it spread it out. All right, there you have it, folks. There's our daily debate brought to you by the MMA Junkie Radio team. We got one quick call. They got 30 seconds if they're still on. Do we still got them, guys?